Welcome to a spine-chilling journey through forgotten lands of childhood joy turned into haunting nightmares. Brace yourself as we explore the eerie remnants of once vibrant amusement parks. Fun Park Finn. Fun Time Finn used to be a cute little playground in our up where people had lots of fun. It had water slides, bumper cars, and other fun things for families. Even though it wasn't big, it was a great place to take your kids on weekends. You could win prizes, eat cotton candy, and pedal on swan-shaped boats in the river. But in 2006, a big money problem happened all over the world, and the person who owned the park couldn't afford to keep it open. So the park got left behind and forgotten. Now, those swan boats just sit there on the river all by themselves. The slides are covered in leaves and branches, and if you see any cotton candy, it's definitely not safe to eat. 2013, people said the park might open again with a theme based on a famous storyteller called Hans Christian Andersen. But those were just rumors, and the park is still empty and spooky. We don't know what will happen to the park in the future, but maybe somebody will build something new there someday. For now, though, it's one of the scarier sites in Denmark, with its ghostly atmosphere that gives you chills. Six Flags New Orleans. Once a bustling hub of joy and laughter, this place now stands as a haunting reminder of the destructive force of Hurricane Katrina. 2005, the storm flooded the park, forcing it to close down. Unfortunately, it never reopened and has since become one of those eerie places that tourists are not allowed to visit. The roller coaster known as the Big Easy and the Ferris wheel now sit empty and abandoned. Instead of people, the only occupants are snakes and alligators that wander through the rides. It's pretty creepy to see these creatures moving about once where there were delighted screams and laughter. However, there is a glimmer of hope for the land where the park is located. There are plans to revitalize it and bring it back to life again. Perhaps one day this place will regain its former glory and once again fill with the sounds of happiness and excitement. Till then, it remains a ghostly reminder of the destructive power of nature. SPREEPARK. Once a thriving attraction, SPREEPARK Berlin closed its doors in 2002 and has since become a haunting reminder of its former glory. The park is a mishmash of peculiar entertainment, children's rides, and life-size dino statues scattered throughout its eerie grounds. Originally known as VEB Culture Park Planterwald, it was built by East Germany in 1969 and flourished during the communist era, attracting about 1.7 million visitors annually. However, after the fall of the Berlin Wall, Norbert Witt, a controversial park operator, took over in 1991. He then renamed it SPREEPARK, and his involvement in smuggling cocaine led to the park's closure, and Witt faced trial in 2004. Since then, SPREEPARK has fallen into disrepair, reclaimed by nature. Although some parts were destroyed by fire in 2014, plans were proposed in 2018 to transform the site into an arts and culture destination. While many attractions have been removed, remnants of the past like the Ferris wheel and the Spree Blitz roller coaster remain. BOBLO Island. Once a vibrant amusement park that opened its gates in 1898, BOBLO Island now stands as a chilling reminder of its former glory. In its heyday, BOBLO Island was a bustling hub of whirling rides, lively organ music, and twinkling lights that attracted throngs of visitors. But as time marched on, its old-fashioned charm faded, leaving behind a decaying playground of forgotten dreams. The island's faded grandeur is now overrun with ghostly silence. The once majestic dance hall, a relic of the past, lies in ruins, its dance floor forever frozen in time. Shadows dance among the dilapidated remnants, whispering tales of forgotten revelry. Today, the island has undergone renovations, transforming into a residential area with luxury homes. While many of the amusement park structures have vanished, whispers of laughter and organ melody still echo throughout the century-old ruins, reminding us of the joyous moments that once filled BOBLO Island. YONGMA. YONGMA, an eerie and abandoned amusement park in Seoul, South Korea, continues to captivate both tourists and locals, exuding a creepy vibe. Despite its closure a decade ago, the park remains a popular spot for cosplayers and those seeking a haunting experience. Among the decaying remnants are a vintage carousel, faded images of 80s pop icons, and corroded automobiles. Originally established in 1980 as a modest family-run amusement park, YONGMA enjoyed local popularity, particularly among families. However, its origins took a sinister turn in 1989 with the construction of Lot World, a colossal entertainment complex neighboring the park. Despite valiant efforts to stay afloat, YONGMA finally succumbed to dwindling attendance and financial losses in 2011. While some rides and facilities were dismantled following the closure, the park largely remained untouched, becoming a chilling testament to bygone amusements. Contrary to the fate of many abandoned places, YONGMA owner actively does encourage visitors. For an entrance fee of about $10, thrill seekers can explore the eerie wonders that lie within. The attractions include bumper cars, a decaying Viking ship, a rusted octopus ride, a desolate carousel, and a ghostly roller coaster. For an extra charge, the owner even illuminates the carousel after nightfall, intensifying the spine-chilling allure of this area. Bongoland. Bongoland is an interesting past even before it became a theme park. Originally, a man named Patrick Dean brought the land to grow cotton, rice, and sugarcane. However, he passed away during the First Seminole War in 1818, and the plantation changed hands a few times. In the 1940s, a dermatologist named Dr. Perry Sperber leased a portion of the land. Although his profession was treating skin conditions, he had a fascination with dinosaurs. He decided to transform the area into a park centered around dinosaurs. With the help of an artist, Sperber constructed life-size dinosaur sculptures using chicken wire and concrete. These towering creatures amazed the few visitors who came to the park. Other attractions included a recreated Seminole village, the remains of a historic sugar mill, live animals, including a baboon, which became the park's namesake, and a miniature train that transported tourists to different parts of the park. Sadly, this combo of attractions failed to attract a large audience. Just 5 years after opening in '52, Bongoland had to close its doors. However, the concrete dinos survived the passage of time. Nowadays, they can be found in a tranquil garden filled with various plant collections such as magnolias, succulents, and ferns nestled in a small grotto. TAMAN Festival. TAMAN Festival in Indonesia is a captivating destination for urban explorers. This abandoned theme park exudes an eerie atmosphere, as nature has reclaimed its crumbling ruins. In turn, it's covered them in vibrant greenery. Graffiti adds an artistic touch to the decaying structures, and the park's vast majority has fallen victim to the relentless force of nature, gradually becoming engulfed by the surrounding jungle. The mystery behind the park's abandonment adds to its intrigue. Interestingly enough, TAMAN Festival never opened its gates to the public. According to some reports, the owners abandoned their plans due to concerns about profitability following the 2002 Bali terrorist attacks. Others claim that lightning struck the park's laser machines, which were intended to illuminate the night sky as a key attraction. Now the park serves as a haven for graffiti artists and aspiring photographers. Walking through this forsaken theme park is an undeniably haunting experience. Sinister vines and weeds twist around the decaying structures, while miniature jungles have taken root in other areas. Dust-covered buildings provide a home for bats, enormous spiders, and an array of insects. Be cautious of the empty crocodile pit. Rumor has it that the former inhabitants were left to roam freely in the park after its abandonment, and they're probably pretty hungry. Daddy Park. Daddy Park, Belgium's first private amusement park, had humble beginnings as a church playground for the children of the Basilica of Our Lady of Dadizel. Originally established in 1950, the modest playground eventually transformed into a full-fledged amusement park and welcomed tourists in 1980. During its prime, Daddy Park enjoyed tremendous success, attracting 1 million visitors in its busiest year. At one point, it even boasted the longest monkey bridge in Europe, spanning an impressive 800 meters. However, the park's fortunes took a nosedive due to neglectful maintenance, leading to increasingly hazardous conditions on the dilapidated rides. In 2002, a tragic incident occurred when a visitor lost their arm while riding the Nautic Jet attraction. This incident prompted the park's closure, initially for renovations, but it was ultimately abandoned and never reopened. Today, Daddy Park lies in ruins and has been scheduled for demolition since 2011. Many of the larger rides have already been demolished, but remnants of buildings and simpler attractions still remain, serving as a haunting reminder of the park's former glory. NARA Dreamland. NARA Dreamland, located in Nara, Japan, was constructed in 1961 as a replica of the original Disneyland in California. It featured iconic attractions such as Main Street USA, Sleeping Beauty Castle, Autopia, Matterhorn, and Jungle Cruise. However, the park permanently closed its doors in 2006 and was left abandoned, gradually falling into disrepair. This eerie site has become a favorite destination for urban explorers in Japan, known as hikoists. NARA Dreamland initially enjoyed success and reached a peak of 1.6 million visitors. Although it did begin as a replica of Disneyland, additional attractions such as the wooden roller coaster Asuka, based on the Cyclone at Coney Island, and the screw coaster designed by Aero Development were later added. However, the opening of Tokyo Disneyland by the Oriental Land Company on April 15, 1983 marked the arrival of an officially licensed Disney theme park in Japan. This led to a significant decline in visitor numbers at NARA Dreamland, and the struggling park was later purchased by the supermarket chain Dai in 1993, but received minimal investment. The opening of Universal Studios Japan in Osaka in 2001 and Tokyo Disney Sea further impacted NARA Dreamland's attendance. It Eventually, on August 31st, 2006, NARA Dreamland closed its doors, leaving the park in a state of extreme disrepair. NARA Dreamland joins the ranks of other abandoned theme parks in Asia, including Wonderland in China and Okpoland in South Korea. Though in 2016, the park was sold to SK Housing and it was finally demolished in 2017 to make way for housing development. PRIPYAT Amusement Park. PRIPYAT's amusement park stands as a chilling reminder of one of the world's most catastrophic disasters, forever etching its name in infamy. The mere mention of this abandoned park evokes a haunting sense of tragedy. With its pristine condition frozen in time, it does serve as a poignant testament to the devastating events that unfolded. Preparations for the grand opening on May Day filled the air with excitement and anticipation. The park stood ready, gleaming with newness, awaiting the joyous celebration set to unfold on May 1st. However, on the night of April 26, 1986, it marked the beginning of an unthinkable nightmare, the nuclear disaster that shattered the dreams of the city. Time seemed to stand still within its boundaries, preserving the scene almost exactly as it was on the day the last person left. The bumper cars, once bustling with laughter and excitement, now stand motionless, encircled by leaves swirling in the wind, creating an unsettling atmosphere. Adding to the eerie ambiance, remnants of festive decorations linger near the haunting rides. Streamers and banners hang lifelessly, frozen in time, remnants of the planned opening that would never come to pass. They serve as a reminder of the hopes and dreams that were shattered in the wake of the disaster. See you all next time.